Welcome back to more Road Trader. We're a little behind because I had to save a little earlier than when we got to where we got to at the end of episode 2. So the first couple episodes of this is going to be kind of repeat. I'm going to run through as fast as I can. But
so
we're going into the next big... Shut up. It's me. I can tell myself to shut up. But yeah, welcome back to Road Trader. This is episode 3. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe and turn on the notification bell to be notified of new Road Trader episodes.
What is rightfully
plus
ours.
more coming down the pipe. This is where we got to. This is the last cutscene of where we got to in the last episode. So we're just gonna kind of cut through this. Okay, okay. So now we are to the point of where we were at the end of last episode, so we can start doing stuff. Are you ready to head to 18? It's a long walk and you do not even have proper gear. I have a proposition. Since I am the more important person here, you can go in the front to shield me from potential threats. I'm going to change this because I want to see what this one is. He smiles faintly. Certainly, Lady Theodora would be devastated if she were to lose one of her precious heirs, but that is no longer relevant. With a pop and a sharp crackle, something hit you in the abdomen, and you were consumed by unbearable, gut-wrenching pain. So that does not change no matter what path you take. Well, we got through the first bit of this that I wanted us to. Now we're into the truly new stuff for this campaign. Press any key. I middle clicked, why not? Something I never do when I'm told to press any key.
Careful, careful. Be gentle with our guest. He has an important mission to complete during our visit to the Warrant Chamber. And for that, I need him breathing. Oh, you are back with us, I see. Delightful.
What fear, you two-faced scum? You were the one behind this mayhem.
How perceptive of you. I'll help you with the next insight. I need you here for your blood. You have the option to share it voluntarily, or I will squeeze it out of you myself. We are in the anteroom of the Warrant Chamber, this void ship's most hallowed vault. There, beyond those gates, lies the relic that gives Theodora all of her power. The sacred Warrant of Trade. Only one obstacle remains on my path to obtaining it. The gates of the chamber are guarded by the Sentinel, an ancient device that will only open the door to a true heir of the dynasty. I expected to do this part myself, but never mind. You will offer your blood to the Sentinel.
I'm going to use my psychic powers against Void Fear. You close your eyes and try to focus, and then you feel the touch of something sharp. Void Fear has somehow sensed a shift in the warp and delivered a preemptive strike. The blade flashes in the dim light, and drops of blood appear on your palm. For a brief moment, you feel nauseous, your head is spinning, and then quiet whispers begin to flood your mind. More and more sourceless voices echo each other, running at your own thoughts, replacing them with a singular urge. Go to the gate. Go to the gate. Go to the gate. I will do as you require, but I will find a way to make you pay for this, you feel. Or no, let's say, get out, I am not your puppet. The voices in your head giggle and mock your desperate outcry. You feel this intruding influence, forcing you onto your feet and making you take a step toward the gates looming in the center of the chamber. In the gateway arch, you see a cogitator with a human likeness built into the front panel. As you approach, the torso twitches slightly. This is a servitor, an obedient automaton created from a lobotomized human being. The sentinel turns its head to you, one of his eye sockets lighting up with two ember-like irises. Choose check use 45. Succeeded. You carefully inspect the design of the gate cogitator. What immediately catches your eye is the strange alloy that was used as material for the machine component, some of which are unfamiliar to you. You suspect this might be some kind of archaeotech relic. The servitor on the gate begins to move. With screeching and groaning of metal, it leans forward, closer to you. His lower jaw opens with a drawn-out shriek, much wider than the jaw of a living human could. The servitor's mouth is filled with sharp metallic fangs that glint in the dim light. The vid screen to the right of you lights up, showing strings of mysterious symbols on a green background. A whisper runs through your consciousness, insisting, demanding sacrifice. The voices that filled your head after Voidfear wounded you with his blade did not go away. On the contrary, their source coiled itself into a tight knot somewhere in the depths of your mind. The sentinel's jaws clamp around your hand, puncturing your skin and sinking into your flesh. A few dark drops fall onto the servitor's throat, and immediately you hear humming as the servo motors start up and the pumps stir into motion. The vid screen of the cogitator flickers. Several long minutes pass. The sentinel's jaws remain closed, and you are beginning to feel sick. Perhaps if you were leaning against the gate, you could catch your breath. Maybe even close your eyes and pretend none of this ever...
High levels of caustic humors. The subject is in a state of heightened stress. Do you require assistance?
You do not understand where this quiet voice is coming from, crackling like static. Is it the sentinel? The cogitator? Is it a figment of your weary mind? Whichever it is, you can clearly hear every word. Yes, I do require assistance. Pain shoots through your head and subsides just as quickly. It would seem the entity coiled in your consciousness does not have the ability to do you any real harm.
Request accepted. Initiating defense protocol.
Well, there is still another way.
Well, the gates are open. We gotta go to the Warren Chamber now.
Let us walk this path to the end.
Does the enormous gates match the importance of the thing they protect? The massive doors are made of heavy metal and look impregnable. I don't
We
like
are
that word.
bound by the blood of martyrs.
Let it be known that by my will and by the true words of this document, I appoint this person to be the wearer of the warrant of trade. I didn't get to read all of that. I'm just gonna let it play through. Once I don't get to read it, I just give up.
Escort the child of the house to safety.
I need a weapon. I'm utterly defenseless.
Distance from the current location to the nearest arsenal. Initiating situational calculations.
The servo skull goes silent. Its relays clicking. Second after second passes, and you realize that the servo skull will not answer you. What madness is happening here? Who are you? Who addresses me?
Temporary obnubilation following acute stress. Mobile unit of the Warren Sentinel standing by.
Are you the Warren Sentinel?
Mobile unit of the Warren Sentinel, designed as a personal escort of the child of the house and a means of communicating with the rogue trader's subjects. Mobile unit standing by.
Right, then lead me away from here.
Middle and upper decks. Assuming the probability of safe placement in areas of concentration of armed units. Calculating. To prevent unauthorized units from breaching the warrant chamber, Preemptive sealing must be initiated. The mobile unit will start executing the received order immediately after the safety of the warrant is secured.
Alright, let's
Know
go.
your duty.
So we need to seal up this warrant chamber.
Master, whatever are you doing in the warrant chamber? How did you... Throne preserve me, what is the meaning of this?
KUNRAD voice veered a traitor. When we parted ways in the officer's deck, he stunned me somehow and you and brought me here.
What?
He intended to take revenge on Theodora for something, and trying to reach the warrant was somehow part of that plan.
Oh, holy God, Emperor! I presume he is the one responsible for the mutiny. And, Master, I wish to remind you that you are to refer to the Lord Captain as Lady Theodora.
Voidveer openly admitted that he's the mastermind behind the mutiny.
Saints' blood! Then it is small wonder that the heretics are so well organized. I thought his order to seal the passages between decks was his attempt to stop the attackers from spreading to other levels. But now I see the real reason. It was to stop the enforcers from intervening. At least you are alive, and now safe, Master. Alas, I doubt we can afford to look for a compartment to sit out this disaster. You're in a bad way. I can treat your wounds. I have a Medicaid kit with me. And, for the love of the throne, now is not a good time to be walking around the decks without means of self-defense. Here.
Got a sub-revolver, sword, armor, body glove, and a medikit. Let's go and put our stuff together here. We're gonna put that as secondary. We'll put that on. Put Medicaid.
This is beyond me.
And 2 Abelards. Inventory. So what do we got to do next? Let's go to our journal. Accept Abelard's aid.
Look no further. The healing is much appreciated. That is a noticeable improvement. Now you're prepared for the trials ahead. The lower decks are teeming with heretics instigating the rabble to revolt. But that is the least of our problems. The ship's enforcers are rounding up the scoundrels and suppressing the resistance. The situation on the middle decks is much worse, although strike teams have already been dispatched there. All communication with the bridge and the engineering bay was lost. So, apart from scattered voxcasts, we have no information to go on. But that is not the worst of it. All these jolts and shaking are most alarming. These are signs that the navigator and the master helmsman are having difficulty translating the ship out of the warp and into real space. I fear that they may have already lost control. We must reach the navigator's sanctum and get a handle on the situation. If we can manage that, some aboard this vessel may yet survive.
What exactly has gone wrong with the translation?
I am no helmsman, or God Emperor preserve me navigator. However, I have spent my entire life aboard void ships equipped with warp drives, and I know that portents such as these do not bode well. It could be that the Geller field has faltered. Perhaps the navigator was struck down by warp corruption and is fighting for the last shreds of his humanity as we speak. If we get thrown off course, we will be forever lost in the war. Naturally, we would likely not have long to live in that scenario. But I will not resign myself to such an outcome just yet.
Then how did you find me?
You sent me a Vox message. Specifically, a Voxcast on the officer's frequency, which I had the good fortune to receive. You mean to say you did no such thing?
I think the Warrant Sentinel may have sent that message. It appeared when I opened the chamber.
Warren Sentinel? The Lord Captain barely ever ventures down to the chamber, and I was at her side only once or twice when she did. And I did not see anything of the sort.
Okay, then.
The Warren Chamber is an ancient and rather sacred mechanism that the ship's tech priests treat with the utmost reverence. I assume that whatever it is that you did, you must have activated certain processes and caused the Sentinel to awaken. But then, why did none of it happen when Lady Theodora did the same?
I heard one of Theodora's Voscasts.
Lady Theodora's. Which one? The last one I received was about the Navigator's Sanctum, and that was a good while ago. In any case, let us hope that the Lord Captain is well, and safely in charge of the ship's defense. In the meantime, we must do all we can to prevent the ship from veering off course.
The Navigator's Sanctum. Very well. Will you lead the way?
Absolutely. Let us proceed.
Okay, I guess I gotta read now. To arms, loyal sons and daughters of the God Emperor, fight the heresy and corruption that threatens to consume our home, and with all your might, destroy those who have dared.
The Lord Captain is calling her crew to battle, which means the Vox networks are set up for broadcast transmission, not message exchange. Splendid. While the rogue trader inspires proper resolve to fight in her subjects, you and I shall prove that her trust in us is well deserved. Onward!
Gotta fight some bad guys.
Run, fools!
Or fall!
Show them no mercy!
Miss me, now you gotta kiss me. Don't kiss me, please. I'll kiss you in a minute with a sword.
The Emperor only them towards our ultimate victory.
Yeah, I kind of friendly fired him by accident. Oops.
And so shall it be done.
I'm not interested. That's not the Seneschal's job. A tactically sound approach. Indeed. One fewer target. At your beck and call. Reduced to
Nice. Nice crit. We're gonna use brace for impact. Oh, nice. Nice job. Nice job, dude.
Actions will speak louder than words. I can't allow myself to do this. I won't suffer this.
It will be done. I took care of this one.
We can charge into this guy, I think. Yep. Wow, okay. Did not kill him.
Reduce to dust.
But the attack of opportunity did, so.
I will not.
And that finishes them off. We can level up now. So that's big.